This video is brought to you by 3, bringing you 4G at no extra cost and some exclusive deals over at btech.com.
Hey guys, welcome to BTech. It's Basil here talking you through the Motorola Moto E and the Huawei Ascend G6. The Ascend G6 is 4G at £99, really impressive budget price point, but the Motorola Moto E will actually give you an £89 phone, £79 if you get it on O2 at the moment, and it's got a Gorilla Glass display and nano coating, so it's going for anyone who wants that slightly more premium design. Definitely in terms of design, it wins out for us. It has a much more curvaceous ergonomic backing. You can make out the two are very different when it comes to how they feel. The Motorola Moto E has that soft touch matte finish, whereas you've got that hard plastic on the EE Kestrel or Huawei Ascend G6, which definitely feels cheaper. Another area the Huawei Ascend G6 or EE Kestrel feels cheaper is that removable back cover. Snaps out of place in a pretty obnoxious way and snaps back into place. And of course, there's that headphone jack on the left hand side. Bottom left hand side is never a good place to have a headphone jack. This is a hangover from the P6, but the fact of the matter is it could be a serious impactor in the decision between these two devices. The Motorola Moto E has a headphone jack in an incredibly apt location, the top right there. So very easy to see why you might want to opt for this in terms of just design alone. It also, with its kind of shell-like form factor, fits very nicely in the hand. 4.3 inches, perfectly navigable display. Despite the fact it's a little bit beefier, it actually is nice that it gives you something to hold on to. The display on the Motorola Moto E is also significantly better head-on. It looks less washed out, although it does pack slightly worse viewing angles, darkening ever so slightly when you view it off angle. The Huawei Ascend G6, however, with its IPS panel, maintains decent viewing angles. As far as sharpness goes, they're both going to be very comparable. The Motorola Moto E is going to have a higher pixel count based on the smaller screen, but they do both have the same QHD resolution. If we pull them both back, we can also take a look at some key design differences. You've got a front-facing speaker on the Motorola Moto E. It is a mono speaker, but it does face you. And you've got no front-facing camera, whereas there is a front-facing camera on the Huawei Ascend G6. The camera on the Moto E has no flash, 5 megapixel, and it is fixed focus, whereas the Huawei Ascend G6 camera has a flash and it is autofocus. So camera-wise, you will definitely prefer the Huawei Ascend G7, which can even shoot 720p with continuous focus. So as far as other elements go that are different, it's worth talking about the user interfaces, and you've got such a stock version of Android in the Moto E and the promise for an update to the next major release of Android. The Huawei Ascend G6 has Emotion UI over Android 4.3, so it's a slightly older version of Android, it's worth pointing out. You've also got redrawn notifications tray on the Huawei Ascend G6, and the toggle menu and the notification tray have been squished into one menu right there. As far as the applications tray goes, you've got none on the Huawei Ascend G6. This is just like an iPhone, although this time around you can get widgets on here, so it keeps that from Android. If we pull out, we can also make out that they are both incredibly smooth. Despite the fact you have a dual-core processor on the Motorola Moto E, it's optimized very well. We've also played some games on it and they look decent. We wouldn't expect it to run the latest 3D games, but that 1 GB of RAM means it's perfect for more basic and even slightly more advanced games. Now, when it comes to gaming, you'll also really benefit from the fact you've got 8 GB of onboard memory on the Huawei Ascend G6. The Qualcomm Snapdragon 400 quad-core processor is also going to be better for gaming, and the 1 GB of RAM will power everything along, making the Huawei Ascend G6 a better gaming device of the two, despite that rear-facing speaker. Plug in a set of cans and you will be set. Slightly larger display might also benefit you for on-screen controls, and the EE will be perfect for anyone who plays online games or just wants to download their games very quickly. That really nice fast 4G. When it comes to other key highlights, obviously connectivity wise, you've got 4G on the EE Kestrel, which you don't have on the Motorola Moto E. Both of these devices are going to have the standard Bluetooth, GPS, Wi-Fi, etc. Hopefully you have enjoyed our comparison. Hopefully you found it useful. If you've got any questions about either of these phones, make sure you ping them in the comments section below. Head over to btech.com. Over there you can find the latest in smartphones, tablets, smart gadgets, and some awesome deals as well. Thanks for watching.
At the top of the screen is where you can find 3 hand-picked videos for your viewing pleasure. On the left is where you can subscribe, and on the right hand side you can find some exclusive deals if you head over to btect.com.